up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of the Outright Bar, and a mediocre, retired, professional bodybuilder. That's right, everybody. I'm here to go over my top 30 bodybuilders of all time. Now, this is a very hard list to make. I didn't base it on Sandow's, but it's pretty fucking easy, right? You got Ronnie, you got Dorian, you got Phil. Okay, that's boring as shit. It's boring as shit. I hate it. So I have an article at tigerfitness.com. That pretty much goes over my top 30 and explains exactly why. But let's dive into this on this video. But I want you to click on that link below. I want you to go buy some Outright Bars. And if you hear typing in the background, it's because my wife works right there. Katie, go ahead and type. I'm just telling you, go ahead and type, babe. This is a working atmosphere. Don't do that, or I will Buendia your ass. Anyway, guys, Jeremy Buendia did not make my top. And also, these are bodybuilders, not classic physique, not physique. These are fucking bodybuilders who show some shredded butt. Shredded glutes. All right, guys, top 30 bodybuilders of all time. Number 1, Dexter the Blade Jackson. He's won the Olympia. He's the winningest pro of all time, and he turns 50 this year and will be competing in the Olympia. Yeah, okay, Dexter doesn't have the most wins. I mean, in the Olympia. He doesn't have the most amazing size. What Dexter has is something only the best porn star on Cialis and Viagra has, and that is staying power. The man is the equivalent of if Ron Jeremy and Peter North had a kid. Dexter Jackson is absolutely killing it. And at 50 years old, if you were to cut him up from here down, of course his face looks fit. He's 50 years old. Not only that, Dexter is a gentleman and he is a great representative of the sport. You never hear him getting into any other controversies except for when that Buendia guy called him out. It was the only time I ever saw him really speak up against anything. Dexter's just a cool cat, a gentleman, and definitely in my not only top 30, he is my number 1 bodybuilder of all time. I know y'all gonna hate on that, saying, oh no, it's Arnold. Oh no, it's Ronnie. No, it's Dexter. Number 2, Ronnie Coleman. 8-time Mr. Olympia Ronnie Coleman, the man who I saw in person come to stage at 290 pounds with shredded glutes and a back the size of New Hampshire. The guy is absolutely enormous. He is a beast. He is a freak. He can arguably interchange places with Dexter. The problem is, and I mean this with the utmost respect, Dexter is 50, still competing. At 50 years old, Ronnie couldn't walk. So you have to, I factor all that shit in, guys. I factored all that shit in. It is what it is. Like it, leave it. It doesn't matter. This is all opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, as are you, which is why you're going to comment down below, discuss this, and you're going to click on that article. On that article in the description box below. Number 3, and this is biased, Dorian Yates. The man who brought grain, shreds, size, and work ethic and pioneered a new training system. Based off of Mike Mentzer's hit, he had his lower volume system come out in the time when high volume was the way. He took over after Lee Haney and for 6 years in a row was unstoppable as Mr. Olympia. Number 4 triggered a lot of people on the gram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Marc Lobliner. On Pornhub, at Marc Lobliner buttocks. Okay. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why is Arnold not number 1? He has some fucking small legs. I'm sorry. Phil Heath said it. He was fucking right. I don't think Arnold, again, he popularized the sport. He was the best thing to happen to bodybuilding since, further down the list, Eugene Sandow. Since Reg Park. He brought bodybuilding at a perfect time, pumping iron, governor of California. However, not my top 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger deservedly is number 4. And if you disagree with that, I agree with you because this is all opinion. Number 5, Phil Heath. Love him, hate him. Maybe you think Kai won. A lot of people think Jay beat Ronnie a lot of those years. Phil Heath won a lot of fucking Olympias, and he can still keep going. Lost last year to Sean Roden. Creeping his ass back in. I don't think he's competing this year, although Phil might surprise us. I'm not giving up hope yet. Phil Heath, 5th place. I think that's a deserving spot for Phil Heath. And if Phil picks up where he left off next year, Phil could be the greatest of all time. I also consider Phil a friend, as do Ronnie, Dorian, a lot of these guys, Dexter. These are all friends of mine, so hopefully if I placed one ahead of the other, they will still talk to me. Number 6, Jay Cutler. 4-time Mr. Olympia, a good friend of mine, a man I've spent many hours with, including multiple hours at Mike Rasheed's birthday party, sitting at the end of the table with him and Joey Firestone. Yes, it was a big table, and basically you corresponded with and you talked to whoever was across from you. Luckily, I was across from 4-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler, tremendous businessman, one of the smart men, genetic freak, looked like a friggin' pro bodybuilder at 18 years old. Dueled it out with Branch Warren at the teen nationals. Just a phenomenal guy, phenomenal bodybuilder. Pushed Ronnie. If it wasn't for Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler would be the winningest Mr. Olympia of all time.
I'm gonna try the outright bar for the first time. Here we go. That's not even supposed to be that good. I could eat all day long. Wow.
This is so good. Can I have all of them right now? You can actually taste the peanut butter. Definitely worth buying or having in my house all the time. Oh my god.
It's not chewy or where you feel like your teeth are gonna fall out after you eat it.
It's really soft, like a peanut butter cookie.
Still have like the natural, like the oats and the grains in it. They just come right out when you eat it. So it means you're getting that good stuff.
Number 6, Jay Cutler. No, not the shitty quarterback from the Chicago Bears of old. Jay Cutler, the bodybuilder. Number 7, and this one might trigger some people. Franco Columbu. Franco Columbu. Short, Arnold's sidekick, just because he wasn't the winningest. With him and Arnold in pumping iron, the popularity they brought to the sport, and what they did afterwards, Franco being a chiropractor, just being a good guy, and the fact that was the golden era of bodybuilding. If Arnold's going to be in the top 10, I have to put Franco there. Because Arnold was backstage. He was giving Franco advices, but it was the wrong advices. Number 8, Lee Haney. 8-time Mr. Olympia, known for his stimulate, do not annihilate training philosophy, brought a wide, nasty, muscular, round muscle belly having physique, which was the last of its kind before Dorian Yates took over as the Sandow bearer the next year. Lee Haney brought not only a wonderful, wide, beautiful physique, but the ability to do a vacuum pose, have a very small waist, a very, very, very principled man. Lee Haney still kicks around in the industry, is still active in the sport, definitely a deserving top 10. Number 9, the man, the myth, Sergio Oliva. Some of the best proportions in history, a wonderful twisting back and front pose, round biceps, huge barn door back, a throwback to when physiques were pretty. Sergio, I definitely have him in my top 10. Okay, now we're going to number 10. The last one I'm going to go over. If you want to see the other 20 picks, you're going to have to click on that link below. Go to my damn website, read my article. That thing took me hours to put together. Samir Bannout. 1983 Olympia winner, also known as the Lion of Lebanon. He was classy. He was one of the first to be honest about his anabolic steroid usage when everybody denied it. Everybody said they were natural despite being 290 pounds at 4% body fat. It was believable back in the day. I believed it. Even though I'm not a huge fan of everybody going around talking their steroid cycles, he was kind of a trailblazer with that. What he was known most for, and this is what I respect about him, I forgot what they call it. I think it was like the Lion's Den or something. His lower back was gorgeous. It had this Christmas tree, and it just shredded up to a wonderful, wide, just glorious back. Samir, number 10. For the rest of the list, I need you to go to that link below. It's at tigerfitness.com. My top 30 bodybuilders of all time. Let us know in the comments section. Let us know on my Instagram page at Marc Lobliner. Let us know who your top 10, 20, or even 30 bodybuilders are. Click on the link below. And if you're hungry, eat some outright bars. That's not a game.